In 1541, leading Protestant and Roman Catholic theologians met in Regensburg, Germany to see if they could resolve their theological differences and restore unity. Remarkably, they actually reached an agreement on the doctrine of justification.
Finally, something we agree on.
Justification by faith alone, apart from works, was a core distinctive of the Reformers. So for Protestants and Catholics to come to a shared understanding was a monumental achievement.
It was a huge success.
John Calvin, who was present there as an observer, wrote to a friend just days after the justification article was finalized, saying, "You will be astonished, I am sure, that our opponents have yielded so much. Nothing can be comprehended within this agreement which is not to be found in our writings." On the Catholic side, Cardinal Contarini expressed his joy to the Pope's grandson, writing, "God be praised. These Catholic and Protestant theologians resolved to agree on the article of justification, faith, and works." But the success of the agreement on this doctrine was overshadowed by a failure to agree on other key issues, especially the nature of the Eucharist.
Transubstantiation.
Historian Anthony Lane points out that at this time in church history, quote, "the doctrine of justification had not been defined by the church. So open discussions and compromise were possible. But doctrines like transubstantiation were proclaimed at the Fourth Lateran Council in 1215, which meant that they were non-negotiable. In other words, Catholics could debate justification, but they couldn't budge on doctrines that had already been defined by prior councils. This colloquy ultimately failed because its scope was too broad.
Guys, can we focus?
It grouped together doctrines where unity was possible, with others where compromise was impossible. So even though real agreement was reached on justification, the whole effort fell apart, and that historic moment was lost.
We were so close!
Then just 4 years later at the Council of Trent, the Catholic Church formally rejected and condemned the Protestant view.
Don't stop here. Finish the video above on YouTube to learn 2 more things you probably never knew about the justification debate.